Work. And hello, hello, hello. Let's see if the other ones didn't kick me out. Okay, this one's live too. This should be working as well. Hello, Sonia. Let's see right here. That should work. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I don't know. This is my life now. How about this one? This one seems to be working. Let's see. This one. Okay. Alright. So I should be live in all of this stuff. Let's see. Huh. Okay. Cool. Alright. So if this is the first time you see me do a live stream, I usually draw on my live streams. Last time I drew this guy right here. Come on. Sleepiness taking over. So last time, there you go. This sketchbook, I don't particularly appreciate that. Anyway, so last time I drew this guy right here, this rhino. Usually I draw using a pen and a highlighter, at least lately. If you want to see this kind of stuff, feel free to stick around, or feel free to ask questions. This is not usually my streaming time. I usually stream earlier, but yeah, lately it has been a little bit rough for me to stick to that because I don't know, this new year has been like that. So hopefully I'll be able to stick to what I usually do, but we'll see how that goes. So anyways, let's see. Come on. This doesn't. This is something that if you're gonna buy a sketchbook, I would consider. I guess because I bought it online, I didn't know how it was gonna behave, but I don't like sketchbooks that do this kind of stuff. I prefer the ones that you open them and they stay open. I don't know, just me complaining about this random thing. Anyway, is it working? I'm curious if it's actually working because is it working? Uh-huh. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let's see something. Okay, cool. Alright. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to put this over here for a second so I can do my first shot. Come on. Yeah, way better. Freaking camera. Actually, let's try something different today. The thing is, if I do it in reverse, oh, I could. Uh, so, alright. I don't know if this is gonna work. No, 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 no. I think that's better. Yeah. Yeah. Super random. But needed to do that. Also, so I'm going to draw these links that you can see right there. Lately I've been looking for pictures that are a little bit more easy for me to draw, because I've been, I guess, a little bit tired. So yeah, I've been trying to compensate that a little bit, but I don't know. I have to reconfigure my approach to this streaming thing. Otherwise, it's gonna burn me out. Uh, Usually, for those of you that this might be the first time you see a stream of mine, I focus on framing the drawing first. I try to frame what I'm going to draw. Let's see if I can usually put this behind so it protects the next page. Sometimes I forget what I'm talking about. Yeah, this must be fun, right? I think I think this isn't working. What is going on? Oh, let me see something here. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah. I thought I thought something was off there. Thought that somebody wrote something and it wasn't showing on the stream. Anyway, um, actually I have an example of what I'm saying here. My dog is acting up. Anyway, um, so you have a page, a sketchbook page, or whatever format you're gonna use. Can be oil, whatever, a canvas. So you have your canvas, or yeah, you have your canvas. What I'm talking about is figuring out how you want to frame the subject matter. So usually you try to keep it without certain bounds. So the image that you're going to draw, it's not touching the edges unless you want to create tension, or in this case, like if you see the creature, the lynx is like cut out a frame, really exaggerated pose. So you have all this nice negative space around the character. Um, but yeah, that's something to think about when you're drawing something, and how you want to frame it. So that's usually the first thing I focus on, and because I'm drawing with a pen, I cannot erase. So yeah, keep that in mind if you're gonna try this. It's a good way to practice. Um, I like the fact that I can just use one tool and not have to worry about anything else. But sometimes I guess even though I like using it, it can be a little bit limiting because if I make a huge mistake, then I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like too much of a perfectionist. Like often I complain about that sort of thing and it's fine, and it doesn't, like, people don't really notice. It's just me and maybe other professionals that are looking at the drawing, or if they look at the drawing, oh, you missed something here, or you missed that, or anyway. Hope that makes sense. uh our baby's upset. Yeah. What am I doing today? Oh my god. I think I misjudged this. I always do this. The other thing I wouldn't recommend is you committing to a specific line before you are sure that you took the right measurements and so on and so forth. I've been doing this for a long time, and even even then I made mistakes, which I might have right now. We'll see. Also, I don't know how much time I'm going to stream because I'm really tired. It might be noticeable, but apologies for my tiredness. Ah, a shot of coffee. Well, for a little bit of context, I woke up at 6 a.m., so it's kind of past my bedtime. Yeah, as funny as that might sound. Um, Actually, a lot of people have asked me in the past to draw cats, but I don't usually want to draw like house cats. I prefer drawing like, I don't know, a lion or that sort of thing, which I have. If you look at the stuff I put online, you can. I don't know if this is looking like the picture, but I do the best I can. This might be. I've been doing a great run. This might be a miss within. Yeah, I don't like it. It's one of those. It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those. Maybe something I didn't accommodate for is the fact that this animal has like a thick, super thick fur, uh, because they can go out in the snow and they hunt in winter time. Well, I guess they hunt during all year round, of course, but it's common to see them in the snow, and there are probably a bunch of them. I'm just talking about like the one in the picture. So this bridge right here might be off. Maybe if I focus on the actual muscles, and I don't know if that's gonna work. I might have overdone it. What the fridge? I don't like it. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't like this one. Not the picture. The picture's fine. What I'm doing, I don't think is working. Yeah. Also, another thing to consider is for you to draw your best, you should be well rested. By the way, somebody wrote. Yeah, this is not cool. Oh my god. I guess also the picture encompasses my feeling right now. Like yawning through the street. Sorry. Yeah. Hi Stephanie, no worries. I actually was the one that streamed late today. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, I was talking about the fact that I don't particularly like this drawing today. It seems to be off. Yeah. Well, I guess I fix a little bit of the accuracy on the face by just, or maybe I was onto it. I don't know. I think it's the proportions are off. Yeah, like the head should go up to here, and so I made a smaller cat, I guess. And oh yeah, I think so. I agree. Let me see something here. Well, if I flip the image, it doesn't look as off. But yeah, there's some. That's why I was mentioning yesterday. If you're gonna do like a tattoo, just trace the damn thing. Nobody wants your your hit and miss. Oh, it's off for like a millimeter. A millimeter in somebody's face, it changes the face 2 millimeters. That's a different person. So yeah, I guess that's the one uh, occasion, or one of the few occasions I think it's you should trace. I'm not huge for tracing. I don't particularly like it. Um, I did in the past. Like there was a time that was like, uh, well, I did in the past. I did for like one piece, and I ended up like deleting it. Like it didn't. I didn't like the fact that it was a trace. And I did mention like this is partially trace or something. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I have a huge bias uh, towards tracing, unless you're learning. Uh, and at the time when I did, I stopped drawing for a really long time. So I was trying to get back into it the best I could, and I wasn't getting there. So I was like, why isn't this working? And basically it was me like testing out like how off I was. And I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it's like a learning tool. It shouldn't be like something that you use. Uh, that's my take. Having said this, there's a lot of artists that use it, and it's been used throughout uh, the art existence, I guess. Or this, I don't know if this is a hit, but I'm trying to not make it a miss. Yeah, wake up is what I'm telling myself right now. All right. Yeah, that's kind of my point. But with that said, for example, there's a really I'm trying to remember his name. There's a really famous artist from the U.S. that he did like it was artwork of trying to remember the name of it. Like when I'm tired, my brain's not braining. Um, but he was active like during the 50s or 60s. I think 50s and beginning of the 60s. So he did a bunch of stuff. I believe like to for Coca-Cola and a lot of other prominent like companies like advertising because he was like one of the best artists at the time. Um, but I saw some stuff about him tracing some pictures. I don't know if he took the pictures, but yeah, he traced the images and just basically uh, stylize the original images into his style. But yeah, it was part of his process, and I don't know. Would paint like really big formats, so that's I guess in those cases that's also kind of tricky because you can get like I mentioned multiple times that you can get a lot of distortion. Uh, so it's something to keep in mind. I'm trying to remember the name of the artist. Give me a second. Ooh. Uh, 50s artist. No, no, no. I guess he probably did. Um, painter. I say artist, but it's 50s painter. Let's tell you if I see. Norman Rockwell. Which surprised me because if you look at his paintings, uh, yeah, he probably did too. Andy Warhol probably traced. Uh, yeah, hello, Ultimatum. Yeah, I'm an artist. You can say that. I'm an illustrator and CG artist, so yeah, I would say so. Norman, I didn't put it. Norman Rock. Well, if you don't know who Norman Rockwell is, well, I know Stephanie, you probably do, and you most likely do. But maybe other people watching do not. So he's this guy right here. Like this painting is amazing. He has so many amazing paintings. Such a talented artist. But I remember clearly like looking. I don't know if it was art history or something. They showed a picture of him like projecting the painting. Carbon drawings or also in color. Yeah, not lately, not lately, but I do I have in the past for school and when I was learning and for I don't know clients and family members, depending on who requests the artwork. Yeah, I have done many. Uh, in wanting to get my parents a painting. Well, there are multiple. Uh, it depends on what you're looking for. Uh, yeah, portraits in particular are a tricky subject matter. Um, I know this. The Stephanie used to do portraits. I don't know if she's still interested in that sort of thing. But another place where you can look for that is in Fiverr, for example. There's a lot of artists that do stuff there. I had a I have an account on Fiverr, but I nothing ever came from that. Um, basically, the clients I've worked with, I found directly, or are people that I've worked with in the past. Um, hard to tell. Um, I don't remember if I'm like Segrons there. Probably I am. If not, as runs. But I want to be super clear. I'm not a portrait artist. That's a really specific skill set. I know how to do a portrait, but I'm not the best at doing portraits because that's not like I haven't. It's like how can I say it? Like if you're a doctor, it's the difference between a neurosurgeon and I don't know, like a orthopedist or something like that. Oh, I see. Well, but yeah, portrait work is not easy. Hello, how are you? I am in Argentina actually. I just do content in English for my social media, but I'm here. Um, thank you, appreciate it. Well, an oil painting. I haven't painted oils in a while, but I have in the past. It depends on what exactly do you want, but it's let me tell you, portraits are a tricky business. Because usually people feel that they don't look like the person on the portrait or whatever. So it's a tricky subject. Um, I guess the easiest version of that is when people do like caricatures because they're like a version of themselves, but they don't have to be exactly like that. I guess with portraits, it's going back to tracing. Maybe that's why Norman Rockwell traced just to not have the headache of the likeness. I think I missed the message. Did I? Oh my god. Hablas español. You can puedes hablar en español. Puedes escribir en español. Eh, so yeah, that I prefer not to get into that sort of thing. But yeah, he's been uh, here for a while. So yeah, I'll just say this: I've been well received here in Argentina, and I'm really thankful uh, to Argentina for that. So I just wish for everything to go right uh, here because I really like the country, and I think they've been super welcoming to my compatriots. Yeah. Oh. Oh, you mean what he says? The meme thing about him. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of that stuff online. I guess he was really clever on capitalizing on social media, and I guess it's a new age for politics in general in that regard. It took some time for politicians to catch up to the reality of the world right now. It's mostly online. I think I missed that. Yeah, you can. I guess you can say that. um, but yeah, I just hope that everything goes well here, no matter who is in charge. I'm gonna root for Argentina. So I forgot to film. I guess I'll film tomorrow. We're at 39 minutes. Also, if you haven't and you're watching the stream, maybe in the future, consider subscribing. It's completely free for you, and it helps me a bunch. Continue to pursue this. I don't know. This dream of mine of uh, being monetized on the social media. Yeah, become a partner, I guess, as they call it. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. Also, if you wanna, you that were asking about oil paintings and stuff, you can check out my website. I haven't added my website to Kick, but yeah, it's ronaldsegovia.com. If you want to check it out, and you can see some of my work there. So if you check it out, you can see that I don't particularly do portraits. I know how to do them, but again, not my main focus. I guess it's more illustration uh, for different applications, whether it be t-shirts or I don't know, prints or advertising, that sort of thing. It depends. It all depends. I don't know if I fully like it, but it is what it is. A cat yawning. That's funny. Just making stuff up here. Let's see. Our 42 minutes. How do I charge for logo creation? Um, it depends on a bunch of stuff. Uh, it depends on what you want to do. If it's a company, if it's um, yeah, it depends on a bunch of things. It's different to budget a project for a company in comparison to do it for a small business, for example. Um, you kind of adapt your budget to the client, and yeah, if it's a bigger client, you might scale up the project. Uh, like for example, usually a logo works within a system. I'm not a logo designer. I have in the past because I've worked in advertising and and that world for a really long time. So I've done that in the past. So if you want to do a logo, sometimes it works within a system. Well, it works within a system regardless. Uh, but what certain designers do, if a person just wants a logo, they make just a logo. But the normal thing is that you do like the logo and the applications for that logo, how it works with the type of fonts, um how you would use it on a T-shirt, how it should be in relationship to other elements in a advertising, that sort of thing. So you have to think of the systems that work with the logo or work the whole thing together. Um, if it makes any sense, uh, what I'm saying. So to answer your question, it depends on what exactly uh, you want. I think so. 1 to 3. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Just thinking of the shots I had to film for this. So if you go to my website, I have a few logos that I've done in the past actually for different clients. Um, yeah, I haven't looked at my sheet recently, like my price sheet. I haven't checked on that for a while. A digital copy of it of Neat. I guess it depends. Let me check. I'm actually gonna check on that just to. Um, Give me a second. Where are you? Where are you? I must have it around here. Okay. So, okay. Alright. So, basically, the structure I put together was for a basic logo, just the logo. I start at $255. If you want something more integrated, it would be 555, and the premium for the project it's around 1k 755. And keep in mind that extra edits are around 55 bucks, and yeah, after that uh, the more stuff, the more changes, uh, well, that adds to the project. So the basic version includes 2 rounds of simple edits. The medium complexity or a project a little bit more fleshed out includes also 2 rounds of edits, and the fully fledged project, to the best of my abilities, also includes 2 rounds of simple edits, and the extra edits come at a cost of $55. And after that, I turn into a per hour billing. So just for your consideration. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Ty. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's why I mentioned Fiverr. I have been doing this for quite some time. Um, so, yeah. Think about this. Uh, what are you planning to do with the logo? If it's something that you're doing like for your YouTube channel, for example, or your Kick, um, you're probably gonna use that for quite some time. Maybe if you just want to get your uh, food, like get something to start with, maybe you probably change it in the future. It depends. But if you're making this actually as a business, or if it's for a real business, then it's something that you're gonna use for a bunch of different things. So it's not, when you're designing a logo, it's not just, oh, it's a pretty image and that's it. You have to think of how it's gonna work when you minimize it. How is it gonna work with clothing? How is it gonna work in print? How is it gonna look digital? So how are the colors gonna work together? So it's not as cut and dry, or it's a little bit more of a complex thing that it might seem at first glance. Even though there's a lot of people that do logos, oh, it takes me 5 seconds to do a logo, and now apparently there's like AI that generates something, but yeah, it usually it's not it's not the greatest. Um, it doesn't spit out uh, like good results. It usually means that when people go for that those options, it usually means that they're gonna, after that, gonna start asking an actual designer to to fix what the computer spit out, because it's just regurgitating, blah, 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 like it's vomiting uh, stuff that it took from a lot of designers. So yeah, it usually means that somebody's gonna have to fix it later. Yeah, I've seen it. So the logo, it's I think it's an important part of a business. Actually, if I think about it, maybe my prices are. I haven't checked on my prices as lately. I don't know what was the last time I updated this. Yeah. I also have a rush fee, and believe me, I learned that one the hard way. Well, if I look at it, it looks better than what I expected. I thought it was gonna look like a meme, but it looks better than that. 55 minutes. I can't believe I made it this far. I'm like sleepwalking right now. How to start hallucinating. Okay. So, yeah. Probably finish this tomorrow and you'll be able to see it on my social media. If you enjoy the stream, consider a like, uh, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you for joining and for interacting. I appreciate it. If you're watching this in the future and you have a question about the stuff I do, feel free to let me know down in the comments. I appreciate it. So I'll be ending the stream soon. Let me just. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright. So I'll be ending the stream soon. Just find my music. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye. Bye, Stephanie. Bye.